Yo, Dom here. And Dom, I am going to be reacting to someone else's YouTube channel today. This person paid me millions of dollars. I charge an arm and a leg. Both the arm and the leg are deformed. I am the most metal cripple on the planet, or at least on YouTube. And I react to stuff. I do stuff on YouTube, but for the most part, this is a reaction channel. And again, this person wanted me to react to one of their videos. I'm going to leave the link to their channel in the description area. There will also be a link to my website, which you should definitely check out, rrincorporated.blogspot.com. And you can send me reaction requests to $1 for a reaction request. Although this one was a little more than this one was millions. This one was millions of dollars, and I hope it's worth millions. Let's see. Let's find out. And yeah, okay. So the channel is actually called Death Metal Pug. The Death Metal Pug Metal Talk Show, and I'm just reacting to one of the videos. Yeah, I think that's all I need to say. Let's check this out. Again, he paid handsomely to have me react to something, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna react, and you're gonna watch me react, and ideally, you would check out this person's YouTube channel after you watch this video and all of my other videos. But let's see how this goes.
Cradle of Filth released their 68th album titled Screaming. I listened to the first 3 songs on this album, and then I turned on The Principle of Evil Made Flesh. It's Cradle of Filth. It's exactly, if you like the past, you're gonna like this. So Cradle.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I listened to Screaming of the Valkyries like twice, and it sounds like Cradle of Filth. I didn't have any major problems with it. But it didn't make me want to listen to it more than a couple of times though. So,
Filth is the first,
Midian is my favorite Cradle of Filth album. I love Midian. That was my introduction to Cradle.
Metal band I ever heard, being a poor kid growing up in rural Illinois. It was Cruelty and the Beast. Cruelty Brought Me Orchards, that album. And
Orchids.
Then I just was like, wow, this is interesting. And I went back, and back then I hope you know that back then, like, you didn't just have stuff. You didn't have their whole album on your phone. I remember wanting for a very long time, over a decade, the Vampire EP. I had not even heard it.
That's true. I heard, I think it was Lord Abortion. I was watching one of these, it was like a music channel, something like Music Choice. I don't remember what it was specifically. It was one of those channels that just plays nothing but music all day. And this was in the late 90s. And it played Lord Abortion. That was the first black metal song I had ever heard. And I didn't really know what to think of it. I don't know what my reaction was. It was like, huh, so this exists. I didn't dislike it, though. And I grew to love it. Like I said, Midian is my favorite Cradle of Filth record. And I like Vampire, too. Let me click and watch a little bit more here.
Wanted it, but I knew you could order and buy it, and it came from Europe, and it cost like a lot of money. Like, I have to send them like $40 in the 90s to get like a CD, right? Like, that was outrageous even by standards then. Principle of Evil Made Flesh, and of course Dusk in Her Embrace, right? That was the album that just for me was like, holy cow, this is amazing. That album, the sequence of songs in the middle are just incredible. It's such a great album, and I totally
I actually don't really like the first couple of Cradle of Filth albums. I don't know, it's kind of boring to me. Is that sacrilegious to say that? I'm more into the mid-era stuff, and some of the recent stuff. Hammer of the Witches is an excellent album, and yeah.
always respect.
I mean, I like the early stuff, but well, no, I don't. I just said that I didn't. I'm more into the mid-era stuff.
Respected that group, I really have, all the way through Nymphetamine, Godspeed
I do like Nymphetamine.
was good. I remember. Seems like I bowed out or had a dip, and then the Frost on the Pillow album, like that, like those songs. Was it Manicore or something? And Cradle of Filth.
That's where I dipped out as well. There's like 4 or 5 Cradle of Filth albums that are basically a blind spot for me. Hammer of the Witches is where I tuned back in because that record, that one brings the noise.
Go for it, right? I've seen Cradle of Filth a few times. I'm pretty sure one of the last times I saw them, Type O Negative opened for them, and Type O Negative was, people gotta understand, and I understand there's like more talk about them nowadays. It seems like for some reason, Type O Negative.
Wait, Typo? Hold on, I have to rewind. A dog came into my room. Hold on a second.
Or something, and Cradle of Filth, go for it, right? I've seen Cradle of Filth a few times. I'm pretty sure one of the last times I saw them, Type O Negative opened for them, and Type O Negative was, people gotta understand, and I understand there's like more talk about them nowadays.
Typo opened for Cradle? That's interesting.
It seems like for some reason, Type O Negative was like opening for like all kinds of bands in the 90s, just all the time. So I have seen Type O Negative so many times, and all the things you're hearing are absolutely true. Really good music, really good live. Peter Steele would stand up there and would drink, he would sit on his PA, he would drink an entire bottle of wine during the performances. He would finish up like a 10-minute opus of a song, then he would just go back to his PA, pick up, grab his wine, just chug it straight from the bottle, go back, put it back, and he would drink that thing during the actual performance. Many times I saw this. I don't know about the end. At that Cradle of Filth show, Cradle of Filth had one of those like athlete or performers that hang on a cloth, like a straight dangling cloth down, and then they like do contortions on it where they twist themselves around the cloth and like get their legs wound up or like roll up and roll down in it, and they like have this go.
2003. That would have been Life is Killing Me. Or was that 2004? No, I think I believe it would have been Life is Killing Me.
Go on for like during their like 3 of their songs during that concert. So this person was doing this in the background of like them just ripping through, just.
That had to be AI. I'm assuming you didn't commission an artist to make Puggle of Filth. There had to be an AI deal there. Or maybe you did pay an artist. I have no idea. You did pay me millions of dollars to watch this video, so who knows?
Is vicious black metal. I remember back then they played a lot of the hits, like the bit of the older stuff. Very Nymphetamine heavy. Some fun, good memories there. That's it. The Metal Boom.
That's it. He said that's it, so that's it. Alright, again, I will leave links to everything in the description area. You know, if you want me to react to your YouTube channel, maybe you're in a band, or, you know, who knows? Maybe you do what I do, which is not terribly interesting on its own. You need to have a steely-eyed charisma like me to pull this off. But yeah, oh yeah, let me say, don't like or subscribe. That's what I say at the end of every video. Do not dare like or subscribe, and I'll see you next time.